Aboru Haboyo. Divine greetings to you all. Today's topic is Ègbé offerings. What do you do when you have to offer your Ègbé offerings, appeasements, sacrifices, but you know things are a little bit rough, you don't have that money right now, you're trying to manifest, everything's not really working out yet? Well, if you're like me, you can see I have a little bit of oil on my shirt. I like to cook. You can see my kitchen. I like to cook. You can see I have extra pots back there. I used to be a chef, so cooking comes very natural to me. I'm not surprised when I was picked as a priestess, but even if you don't like to cook, learn to make learn what your Ègbé wants, what they like, and make it for them. Most Ègbés, they like something. They like some type of meal. If you haven't figured it out yet, make your favorite food. What's the favorite thing you like to eat? But it has to come from your hands, from your energy. Your hands have to make this stuff. It's not something you just always go and buy. You can buy some stuff, but get in the habit of creating. Okay? All right. So what do we have here? We have a nice bowl of food. This is some rice. This is boiled egg. This is fried turkey. This is some fish. This is a typical Nigerian dish. Rice, some shrimps. I got some shrimps in there. I got some fish in the middle there, but it's sauced with like tomato sauce. In Yoruba, I'll call it tata rice. And some boiled eggs and some steamed rice. This is one of my favorite things to cook, and this is actually one of my family's favorite things to eat is this sauce. You go to a typical Nigerian household, you would always see something like this in their kitchen. And then my Ègbé loves fruits. Here's a string of cheese. Here's some cookies. Some chocolate covered cookies. You have some green apples. You have some pineapple. That's oranges cut up nicely. You have these Skittles. These right here, Skittles. So I have the red apples as well there. Pineapple, Skittles, oranges, cheese. My kids love these. So these cheese are like these. I get this from Walmart. It's very affordable. I think it's like a bag is like $7 and it has maybe 20 pieces in there. This is for those in America, but in Nigeria, you guys can figure out what you can put together. There's so much type of cookies and stuff out there. And here's Skittles. Here's some Skittles. Ègbé likes sweet things. They like a lot of sweet things. Okay, and here's a glass of water. I love mason jars. I always have these around because they're durable. So if you're practicing spirituality, you should always have these. These are very, very handy. They're very, very useful. All right, so there we are. A bowl of food, some fruits, some cookies, some different types of fruit. Cut it up nicely. Make it look beautiful. Always use disposable bowls. Why? Because you're eventually going to put this out in nature. Once you're done with your praise, manifestations, you're going to put this out in nature. You take it to where you know, into the woods. Find somewhere that is kind of foresty, where there's trees, plants. The birds can eat it. The fox can eat it. Like different types of animals in the wild, like what they call these. The deer can eat it. Like I do this all the time. They come around, like you see these animals. By the time you go back there a few days later, the animals would have had their way with it. Your sacrifice is accepted. Okay, and then once you have this, you write your manifestation list. So here's my manifestation list. Excuse my writing, I'm not really good at writing. So I call on my Ègbé, orun, peers, and spiritual companions as I manifest open doors to wealth and prosperity, favorable connections, clients, and partnerships. A life of comfort, freedom, and elevation. Ashe. So you can write whatever you want to write, but make sure you're nice and respectful. Use ChatGPT if you need help, or you can just come up with your own words. If you don't have the time to spend time to talk to your Ègbé, when you have this stuff in front of you, you want to make sure that you have your candle. You light your candle. Make sure you light your candle. Light your candle, and then you would have your manifestation list right there. Somewhere there. Light your manifestation candle. It could be it could be green, but mostly try to keep it white. Just keep it pure. Light your candle, manifest, and then speak into the atmosphere. That's where the Ashe comes from. Ashe is within you, is a life force. If you're a Yoruba child or you have Yoruba ancestors, you have the repository of Ashe within you, no matter how small it is. So you speak those words out. But when you don't have time, then you write it out. You light your candle. You say your manifestations or prayer, whatever it is. And then you leave it out. You leave it just like this. I can leave this on my counter for the night. And then early in the morning, then I go dispose of it. But it's your choice. Or sometimes I can leave it here for 2 or 3 hours, let my candle burn a little bit, and then I take it outside before I go to bed. It depends on what time I finish. So, and then there's your water. You're free to eat part of this. It's customary for you to share. It's your Ègbé is like your group. So you're supposed to eat with them. You're supposed to eat with them. Just like Jesus Christ shared a meal with his disciples for Last Supper. It's your Ègbé. It's not poison. When you're done cooking or you're done with whatever it is, make sure it's a nice meal. Make sure it's a nice meal and your house is nice. It's smelling real, that food smell will bring them in. That food smell will bring your Ègbé in. If you really need your Ègbés or your spirit guides to come through, cook. Let your whole house smell nice. Just let it smell very welcoming, like homemade meals. You see, you be able to manifest some stuff with some food. But then when you do all this stuff and then maybe some of your manifestations, your prayers start coming through and you're getting some money, go do your offerings. Go do your sacrifice, because you're supposed to offer your Ègbé an animal sacrifice a couple of times a year, maybe 2 times a year, 3 times a year. But don't let any babalawo tell you have to be offering animal sacrifice every week or every month. That's just ridiculous. Nobody's going to do that because animals are expensive. Besides, that's not being humane. So your Ègbé offering should be at least a couple of times a year. But these meals, you can offer them as many times as you want to. But animal sacrifice goes with everything else. You can do that a couple of times a year. Your Ègbé is not expecting you to exhaust your money and your resources on them. Hopefully, one more time, this is what it looks like. You can use any food of your choice. That's the candle. Any food of your choice, anything. And then you leave it out for a little while, a couple of hours, and then you go dispose of it in nature. You eat some of it. And if you have friends or somebody come into your house, they want to partake in it, let them eat it. It's okay. All right? It's not poison. All right, guys. I'm available for coaching, and I'm available for dream interpretations. Just reach out to me if you have questions. Good luck.